Hi, I'm Nick Bowers.
And I'm Ben Miller. Now, has this
Ever happened to you? Alright, let's get this party started. Is that a... No. A bowl of unsorted Skittles? How could this happen? The party is ruined!
Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. We here at 634 Labs think we have the solution for you. I present to you Operation Candy Discriminator, the fruit of many, many arbitrary time units of work.
Now on Kickstarter, Operation Candy Discriminator. Operation Candy Discriminator is your single solution for all your candy sorting needs. Operation Candy Discriminator will pick up a candy, read its color, and place it in the appropriate bin. The end result is that you get your divided candies just the way you like. If Operation Candy Discriminator sees a color it does not recognize, it will designate a new bowl for that color and place it in that bowl. Just look at it go!
So how does it do it? Well, first it takes a color reading, and then takes the three RGB values and finds the percentage each of red, green, and blue. These values are then each stored in 3 separate arrays, one for each color, and then passed on to the next sequence you can see here, which moves the sensor arm and opens the claw so that it can be ready to grab some candy. In the next sequence block, you see a while loop that contains the bulk of the code. Within here, we control each of the motors, and that's what that main inner sequence is just following through the motor motions, grabbing the candy, lifting the arm, and turning it. In the bottom left, you can see that controls the text on the Mindstorm's screen, telling us how much candy it's sorted and how many colors it's detected. We then move on to the second half of our code, where you see after waiting a few seconds, after grabbing the candy, it takes a reading with the color sensor. These values are then unbundled and passed into a sub-VI, which will be explained in a moment. The output of the sub-VI then tells the arm how far to turn to drop the candy into the appropriate bowl. It then turns back and resets itself to go again. Here's that sub-VI that I mentioned. Passed into this are the 3 known arrays of color values taken from previous measurements, as well as the current measurement. The current measurement are those blue boxes that say red in, green in, and blue in, whereas the arrays are the 3 orange ones above it. Now in the middle there you see one that's labeled max error. That is another input value that controls how far a measured color can be from a known color to be accepted as true. Now to do this calculation, we do the same math that is used to store the numbers by normalizing them into percentage of red, green, and blue. Now we then treat this as a 3-space vector and compare it distance-wise by adding a quadrature to a known value. And if that is within our max error bounds, then it accepts that as the color value, stops the while loop, takes the index number, and outputs that as numeric. And then it also outputs the remaining arrays. If it passes through the entire array and never finds a color that it recognizes, it stops, appends the arrays with the newest measured values, and then turns even further, thus assigning it into a new bowl.
Let us look at a controlled test of how this code works. First, it reads gray, so it has a baseline with which to drop a candy. After it picks up a candy, it will read the color and note on the computer screen that it assigns a new value to that color. Here you can see the gray reading working, and it does not move to a bowl. It'll pick up the red ball, read its color, and look, it assigns a new value to that color on the computer screen. Now if it picks up a green ball, it should not create a new value. As you can see, that's exactly what happened. Sometimes, a skill can get stuck in the claw of the arm.
He tends to dislike yellow above all other colors and will, at times, downright refuse to sort it. And then at times he's a little shy and doesn't quite turn far enough to drop the candy in the right bowl. But we do know he's trying his hardest. As you can see, Operation Candy Discriminator can get a little overzealous at times and occasionally picks up more than one candy.
With your Kickstarter donation, we can remedy these problems and make this dream a reality. So please, spare $100 to help Operation Candy Discriminator reach fruition. You won't be disappointed.